What's going on? What's going on, you? Hey, ya. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? This is Todd, and this is the Nothingcast, and I I made a big stink. I made a big old stink. The Nintendo Switch 2 got got a lot of shit. Actually, they did a whole Nintendo Direct presentation, a presentation, if you will. For some reason, the games are now like $20 more. What? 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 I don't know. Well, I know why they made that decision, because money. But I saw a lot of people like, I can't believe that the Switch 2 cost more than the first Switch. It's like, come on now. Use your head a little bit. Obviously, I'm not thrilled about the price, but come on now. Obviously, it was going to cost more. But the games, that's pretty atrocious. That's a bit redonkulous in my book, in my my dictionary. You know, I don't think you can. I feel like certain games you can justify making them $80, but I don't know yet if the ones on the Switch 2 are worth $80. We have yet to see that. The new Donkey Kong looks amazing, though. I am. Ah! I can't wait for that, dude. Same team that made Mario Odyssey, I'm pretty sure. And Mario Odyssey was a fucking banger. I think this new Donkey Kong looks amazing. New Hyrule Warriors. I'm not really sure how I feel about that just yet. I think I've played a little bit of Hyrule Warriors, not a whole lot. I mean, new Mario Kart, not always, people love that shit. People will eat that shit up. I'll eat that shit up. You can play as a cow. You can play as a cow and a fish and a penguin and an animal on the farm. A farm! Pretty exciting stuff. I'm looking forward to playing Pokemon ZA on a Switch 2. Oh my god, it looks so good. I hurt my throat. What else have I been looking forward to? I have a bit of a tangent to go on, a Todd tangent, if you will. I read a lot of manga. I like to read a lot of Japanese comics, if you will. But I've been reading Sakamoto Days, and Sakamoto Days is fucking amazing. Okay, I love the shit out of Sakamoto Days, so I got caught up reading it, and now I realized, oh hey, Netflix just did an anime for it, so I'm like, okay, I gotta check this out. It's gonna be awesome, and it was not that. It did not do the original work justice, and I unfortunately think that is a pattern that a lot of modern anime have been getting into, is that I don't know if I want to say they don't put enough work in, but the quality of the anime does not do justice by the quality of the manga. I think here's a good example. Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer animation was fantastic. People ate that shit up. And that's part of the reason why Demon Slayer got so popular, was because the incredible animation. And whether you like it or not, the animation is insane. But I just think that it's pretty common nowadays for a lot of anime animation companies do to be like, we'll half-ass it. Everybody loves the original, so they're gonna love this, right? They're gonna love slop and schlock. And as more and more time goes on, I just keep seeing more and more great series get completely shafted by bad animation, atrocious animation. I mean, I know people are iffy on this one. Seven Deadly Sins. I think this is another part that really kind of adds more problems to it. But a lot of the times you'll get one company will work on, one or two seasons, and then it switches off to another company and then another company. So you get like different animation styles. But I think the biggest issue with the Seven Deadly Sins was not the animation styles, but the animation quality just significantly went downhill after season two. I mean, everyone knows it. Like it's not hard to see it. You can just look at it and see it. But like that has become a normal practice to sort of put in less work and less effort. I mean, One Punch Man is another good example. I mean, the quality of animation between season one and season two, and also that was another one of like Seven Deadly Sins that got taken between two different companies. So obviously the animation is going to change, but I don't know if that means like more work shouldn't be put in. I think these series mean a lot to a lot of people, creators included. I don't know how it works between. I'm sure it's like a contract of some sort, but I don't know how an author would feel about their work just being garbage coming out, because they obviously put a lot of hard work and effort into it. So you kind of expect them to want the people animating it to put a lot of hard work and effort into that as well, and that just has not been happening recently. I don't know. I don't know why that is the case. I think, in my opinion, my wrong, scuffed opinion, I think that part of the problem is that anime is popular now. If you go back like 20 years and told someone you liked anime, you're fucked. And not the good kind of fucked. You're getting your ass beat. Because that was some lame shit. But now anime is like the standard. Now everybody loves anime in some way, shape, or form. And I think that allows people to kind of phone it in, if you will, because now that everyone likes it, they don't have to work as hard to make people like it, And I don't agree with that. I think the same amount of hard work and effort should be put into a project. I don't appreciate reading something and then going to see it on a screen and it just does not compare. It should compare, and it should, arguably, it should be better. It should arguably be better, and it's not. And like I said, I mean, Demon Slayer really knocked it out of the park with animation. I think I know I talk about how much I love it all the time, but that's one of the things with One Piece is, like, just inconsistent animation styles. You'll have one episode that has incredible animation, and then the next episode is like, whatever. I don't agree with that. I think the same amount of work should be put in to every single episode. And unfortunately, part of the problem with the One Piece argument is that it's been going on for so long. I mean, it's from, I want to say, it was 95 or 96, I'm pretty sure. No, I'm thinking of Pokemon. I'm pretty sure One Piece came out in 99. Was that the anime, though? Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm searching the internet. 97. One Piece started in 97 and the anime came out in 99. So it's had 20 years, but unfortunately, like it's subject to these old practices of like we need to have an episode out every week. We're not going to do a seasonal thing where, every season will have 12 episodes. No, we need an episode out every week. And that's why the quality is just it has its ups and downs, and it's really frustrating to me. Like obviously the animation style is gonna change between 10 years because like I mean you know time keeps on slipping, man. You can't have the same thing all the time. But at the same time, you should be able to keep it consistent between one episode and the next, and that really bothers me. I see that with a lot of other anime too that aren't uh, like subject to the One Piece problem. Like a lot of anime that are like seasonal and go by the seasonal like 12 episode standard. You'll have one episode that is incredible, and then the next episode is just animated like bleh. And I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not. Obviously, I'm going to put out there that I'm not saying I could do any better. I couldn't. I. I mean, I can barely write my name. I'm kind of a lame-o like that. I can't write or read or tie my shoes, man. I'm basically a giant pencil. Pencil Vester. Do you remember that from the funny Rick and Morty? Rick and Mortar. Everyone loves that. Apparently, it's getting another season. That is crazy to me. Like season 8 of Rick and Morty. I don't know how they do it. I think I watched up to like season 4 or 5. And it wasn't that I hated it. It was just like, I lost interest. So I wonder if is there still an audience for Rick and Morty, especially after the one guy was coming. It came out that he like hit women or whatever. Like what happened to what is the state of Rick and Morty? I guess is the question I want to ask. I mean, there's some good. I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's terrible because there are some good episodes, but been around for a while now. Been around for a minute or two. Something else that's been around for a minute or two, South Park getting a new season. I forget when the teaser said it's going to be coming out, but I'm a little worried. I, I don't know. I don't know how they'll handle certain. I don't know. I do not know. It's one of those things where you'll have to wait and see, Maybe it'll be good, maybe it'll be bad, But you should give it a chance regardless, Give it a chance unless it's atrocious like Captain Marvel. But, very, very difficult to get that bad. I wouldn't even say that Captain Marvel was bad. It was just boring. Just a boring ass movie. I mean, I was basically comatose with my eyes open watching that movie. I was not into it, man. I mean, you gotta love some Adam Sandler, Very recently, I mean, very, very recently, as of like recording this, some dingbat decided to go to North Sentinel Island and leave some offerings, which is always a really good idea. Always a good idea to go to North Sentinel Island. I don't know if I talked about it on here before. I probably did, and I just don't remember. But bit of a recap for you. Bit of a Todd recap. North Sentinel Island is an island near. It's part of the Andanese Islands, I'm pretty sure, but it has a group of people living on it who has been untouched for the rest of civilization for for hundreds of years. I mean, uh, like these people do not know how they have their own society, and when people when stupid people tend to go there, they get killed because, well, I mean, for all they know, they're the only people on the planet. That little island is their planet, man. You know? But yeah, people will go there all the time and usually end up dying because like these people just don't understand like what they're seeing. Like you can find videos on the internet of like drones going over and these people are like shooting the drone with bow and arrow and spears because they think this thing's like a hawk or something, man. They think that's a turkey vulture. And they're like, "Oh, that's dinner, man. This will feed us for at least a week." But yeah, they're the stupid tourists will go over there, and I don't know. There was this one guy who like tried to, I don't know, play football with him, and he got killed because you're really gonna teach him how to throw the pigskin, really? Yeah, I'm sure they'll appreciate that. But this guy, he went over to the this island, and he brought them offerings. I don't know if he actually met any of them, but he just left some stuff on the island. From what I'm reading, he left a coconut, which is, it's an island. I'm pretty sure they have coconuts already. If they don't, then, more power to them. But this is the thing that, you know, might make or break thing. He left a Diet Coke. What the fuck are you thinking, man? These people don't have an electricity, and you're giving them sugar? Do you know how much sugar is in a Diet Coke? Dude, if they manage to get that open, that's going to be like an atom bomb, dude. That's going to wipe out the entire island. Death by caffeine, man. There's obviously worse he could have left there. Like, he could have left the monster, but still. Like, do we really want to be giving caffeine to people who might not even understand what math is? We know so little about these people, and now we're giving them sodies. Really, dude? You want to give them some sody pops and some Snickers bars, dude? Yeah, just really stupid. But the guy he's been detained and awaiting his fate, his destiny. Probably going to be in jail for a few years. But yeah, crazy, crazy stuff. Like they probably don't have the same immunity to diseases that like we do. So like just going over there could like wipe them out entirely, man. Give them hepatitis B just by looking at them. It's crazy. They could have diseases that we don't know about, and that could, screw us over. So the best thing to do is just leave them alone. But obviously, we can't do that. Instead, there are people who want to play badminton with them. Want to teach them the complexity of rock, paper, scissors, dude. Insane. Insane. I still think I think it's neat, like reading about these places that you just, you can't go to. I'm pretty sure there's one, I mean, I'm not pretty sure. I know there's one that's just like snakes everywhere. This island is like Snake Island, and it has some of the most venomous snakes on Earth on it, and it's completely illegal to go on it unless you're like a high-ranking like biologist or something, man. Just not allowed there because 9 times out of 10 you will die. I I know I saw something about the math, but I need to stop getting in this habit of getting on my phone to look stuff up for the podcast. But this is too interesting to. Oh shit! The Snake Island is Ukraine? It's in the Black Sea? What the fuck? Really? I did not know that. Huh. Oh, no. Wait, is there a, oh, okay. I'm seeing. Never mind. There's an island named Snake Island by, what? Yeah, there's an island named Snake Island in Ukraine, but the Snake Island that you can't go to is by Brazil. But yeah. Mm, the only people allowed to go there are the Brazilian Navy and scientists. So there you go. Yeah, but how many snakes are there? How many snakes are on Snake Island? Like I don't know how real it was. Oh, here it is. Here it is. There's an estimated one snake per square meter on the island. That is insane. That is nutters, man. Dominant speed. In place to have the design legal special permission. That is crazy. Like how often on your daily day basis where you live do you see a snake? Last time I've seen a snake out in the wild was like years ago, and people every square meter. How the fuck do you survive that shit, man? They're like like another thing too is like how do all those snakes like how do they live there, dude? I mean, probably they eat each other and shit, and they eat birds, but like that's some overpopulation, man. That is crazy. Crazy, crazy stuff the world has in store for us. A lot of snakes, man. I chased my dad around with a dead snake once. That was pretty cool. That was pretty epic. Totally tubular. You know what else is totally tubular? Zaboomafoo. I watched the fuck out of Zaboomafoo when I was a little youngling, when I was a little nasty, a little goblin. Loved me a good show about animals, man. Zaboomafoo, the lemur. Shit. I always like the little dancing clay guys, the little gremlins, the little goblins. You know what I'm saying? Little clay goblins, man. A little leaping lemur who likes to bounce and play. Zaboomafoo. I was a big Dora kid. And I now know zero Spanish. That's not true. I know like 1% Spanish. That's about it. It's crazy how people will make these educational shows and you'll learn more from them than you do in an actual school. It's pretty wild, man. I mean, fucking Pokemon taught me about geometry, man. I learned fucking ethics from Little Bill. The show about the Cosby Show about Little Cosby. Little Bill. Forgot about that one. Hey man, I learned all my suffixes from Seinfeld. Seinfeld taught me my suffixes, and Bill Nye taught me my prefixes, and science, obviously. Bill, Bill, always knew when it was a good day when the teacher rolled out that carton TV, slip a disc in their back, pushing that cart out. Now they have like Promethean boards and shit. It isn't the same, man. It is not the same. You need the little trolley, the little TV on the trolley, man. Little TV in a shopping cart ass. Put on some Bill Nye, some National Geographic, you know, man. That'll teach the kids, man. Not this. Let's give them a paper 5. Nah, put on some Bill Nye. Put on some Wow Wow Wubsy, man. Teach them about physics. That'll learn you some. That will learn you some. I haven't done this in a long time, man, but I've been thinking, I'm like, damn, I kind of want to play in a mud puddle, man. Sit down in some mud and make a little swamp monster, you know what I'm saying? Shit hit different when you were a kid, you know? You're just like, damn, I don't really feel like playing on my Game Boy or watching SpongeBob. I just want to sit in mud and make a mud society. Make a mud hut, man. Some mud pie. Good shit. Good shit. There was a buddy of mine, good buddy of mine, who he drank some crick water from around here, and he had to get a stomach pump. That's just how toxic the the environment around here is. It's like Fallout 76, man. Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Pennsylvania, man. Got swamp people and, chemicals in the water that turn your stomach gay. You know what I'm saying, man? Swamp people and bacterium. Bacteria. I went to Dollar General yesterday, and one of the ladies that work in there, she brought her fucking German Shepherd in, and I was like, how? I don't know how you get away with that. When I worked at Dollar General, I couldn't get away with nothing, man. I couldn't get away with nothing. I was like, there's no one in here. I'm going to close my eyes for a second. Couldn't do that. But she can bring in her German Shepherd and, play with it through the aisles and have it shit in the middle of the deodorant section, man. Insanity. German Shepherd sanity, man. I can't do it. I can't shit in the middle of an aisle. But this lady can bring her dog in and let it shit in the aisle. That is worm sanity. And that's belligerent, man. Belligerent, as they say. I'm looking at my waveforms here. My cool thingy that I have going on here, man. I'm looking at it. I'm like, you're doing good. You're getting her done. What else is new? That's another thing I say a lot on this podcast. What's new? I want to keep things, keep things up to date, keep things, we gotta talk about what is relevant and what is going on. So, did you guys hear about the astronauts who were saved from outer space? They were stuck in outer space on an asteroid. They got back down. They're back, and they don't have any space diseases. I wonder if that's going to be a thing we'll have to worry about someday, is like if someone goes up to Mars and contracts, like, I don't know, space gonorrhea and brings it back down to Earth. What are the consequences of that? What will the consequences be? Yeah, my little nephew, he took him and his lady friend up to Venus, and now they both have radioactive scabies, man. Freaky shit, space travel. Going to Mars, going to Mars. We already have Mars bars on Earth. I don't think I've ever eaten a Mars bar. They're just one of those chocolates that they just like, I don't know. They make it and they exist. There's a lot of chocolates that are like that. A lot of weird stuff like almond joy. Who the hell's eating an almond joy? Not me. I don't like almond joys. What else? Milky Way bars. Anyone eat those? I don't think so. I've never. I don't think I've ever consciously watched an episode of Mr. Beast. I don't think I've watched a single thing that he's ever made, and that's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy that I haven't seen anything of the most viewed YouTuber on the planet. You know, I feel like I'm an outcast. I'm a bit of a rebel, man. Yeah, I didn't like Mr. Beast before all of you. I don't not like Mr. Beast. I like I said, I haven't watched anything from him, so I can't place the verdict on Jimmy, on James uh, B, James Beastie. You know. Oh no 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 no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, stinky. But yeah. How often does he make videos? Is it like a weekly thing, or is it just like a theatrical release of getting a bulldozer and running over a house? I just made the Mr. Beast version of the Killdozer. And now we're gonna run down a bunch of government buildings in Minecraft, of course. Is that how Mr. Beast started? Didn't he start off with Minecraft? Minecraft and Roblox? Roblox? I was never a Roblox kid. I was always like, Minecraft is better. Minecraft is better, and it had a movie that is not doing so well. It is not well received, but a Roblox movie would be even worse. It's pretty interesting how, oh, sorry, my beard. I have a colony of flies living in my beard right now, and they like to move around and make things itchy, so I have to like adjust them a bit. But it's pretty crazy how, I mean, big Roblox is. I guess I'm not a I don't hop on that bandwagon, you know. I don't hop on the bandwagon of liking people because everyone else likes it, or playing games because everyone else is playing it. You know. I have been thinking about that. Being said, I have been thinking about getting into Fortnite. Couple things I'm seeing that I'm liking, and then you're gonna be seeing a lot of Fortnite content on this channel. I'm telling you, man. I'm gonna be a Fortnite YouTuber, bringing it back, ninja style. I'm not seeing enough movement. Ugh. I'm also gonna make a compilation of me burping and scaring away the audience more, because that's what people don't like that. I've gotten threats. I've been harmed in public, man. People don't like the funny burp noises anymore. It's 2025. It's crazy. Already 3 months into 2025. 4, technically. But we've gotten through 3 months, and that's We're a third of the way done with this year. Crazy. Insanity. Year sanity, man. But yeah, I've never played Roblox. I've never watched Roblox. Is there a Roblox show? If not, I've just thought of a brilliant idea. You can get a Roblox show. You can have Tom Holland play the main character. People like Tom Holland. People like Roblox. It makes sense. It works. Get Tom Holland and Jack Black for the Roblox movie. And Seth Rogen can play the villain. The villain of the Roblox movie. I was going to do a Seth Rogen impression, but I stopped because I realized I know absolutely nothing about Roblox. Kind of backed myself into a corner on that one. Kind of made a fool of myself. Put on a big rainbow afro wig and put on a clown nose and some white makeup. I've never really had a problem with clowns. I mean, they just kind of exist. I know a lot of people are scared of them, but I'm just like, they have clownophobia. But I'm just like, whatever, Especially during 2016 when people were like, I saw a scary clown in my garden, in my walkway, and I'm like, kick him, shoot him. I don't care. Get him out of here. Get him the hell out of here. Not really anything that I'm particularly worried about clown wise. Like with spiders, you're like, oh no, I don't know. Maybe it's venomous. Maybe it could kill me. But clowns, you're just like, I don't know, man. It could bring you joy, man. It could pull a multicolored scarf out of his mouth, you know? Like Garfield. Garfield eats as much lasagna as a clown pulls a scarf out of his mouth. And to end this joyous episode, this whimsical episode, I'm gonna leave you off with a little brain puzzle, a brain teaser, if you will. If a bear shits in the woods, is the Toddcast irrelevant? If a bear shits in the woods, what does it do after wiping his ass with some pine cones? Does he go home and listen to the Toddcast some? Go back to his den with its cubs and its nagging bitch wife? You never know, man. You never know what bears do after they shit in the woods. So I'll leave you with that. This has been Todd. I'll see you on the next episode. And remember, bees don't have knees.